Okay, so today is day 59, and I'm kind of a mixed bag of emotions today. So, yesterday, well, no, I'm not even gonna talk about yesterday yet. So last week, I was on Instagram and I got this letter from this lady on Instagram, and she was talking about how she was partially and legally blind. And so, because of that, she couldn't get out and walk the way she wanted to. But she wanted to let me know that she watched my videos on TikTok every day, and I'm inspiring her to, like I lit some sort of fire in her to, you know, take back her fitness and, progress or whatever. And I get a lot of messages in the comment section about people saying that I was such a huge inspiration to them, and they like I'm inspiring them to get out and walk and all of that type of stuff. And that means a lot to me because I enjoy helping people just as much as the next person. I mean, I never set out to be an inspiration to anybody or to help anybody or whatever. I was just trying to basically fix me. I started on TikTok talking about all of my relationship histories, trying to cleanse myself mentally and, get myself into a better headspace because, I deal with depression. So it's difficult for me, or it had grown difficult for me to get up on some days. Like I just wouldn't even get out the bed. I would just stay in the bed the whole day, or I would get up and I would play video games all day, and I would just eat and eat and eat, you know. And I gained 100 pounds during the whole pandemic. I gained 100 pounds, and I got up to 500. So I was already 406 pounds, and then I got all the way up to 499.8. So 500 pounds during the pandemic, and you know, it was days I wouldn't even shower. I wouldn't cleanse myself. I was depressed, like legitimately depressed. And so I don't know what it was, but I started trying to cleanse myself mentally and spiritually on TikTok, just talking about my relationship histories. Because, I enjoy my own company. I like me to a certain extent, I guess. But at the same time, like I miss, closeness. I miss intimacy. I miss, having somebody to talk to every day, having somebody tell me about their day, and me, um, telling them about mine. I miss kissing. I miss, holding and being held. And I mean, like, sex is one thing, but I miss intimacy more. And it's not the same thing. So I had decided that I want a wife. So I started trying to cleanse myself, start trying to unburden myself from my own past relationship traumas, start trying to unburden myself from, my trust issues and, whatever hangups I may have personally, so that, when I met my person, then I could be mentally and emotionally available for her because, my past issues aren't her fault. And so it wouldn't be fair to go into a relationship without having cleansed myself, or without having even really fully gave an attempt to heal. You know, you go into a relationship after that, um, it's gonna fail. So I was trying to cleanse myself, and I was trying to heal so that I could go into a relationship um, from a place of fairness, so that it could be a happy and healthy relationship. So that's what started this. You know what I mean? Was me doing those relationship videos on TikTok. And I got to a point in those relationship stories where I somewhat felt unburdened. Like I honestly felt like, metaphorically obviously, the weight of my relationship traumas begin to lift off of me. And so at that point I decided, okay, let me start working on my body, because big fat dudes ain't everybody's cup of tea. So let me start working on my body. I made myself, mentally and emotionally available for my person. Now let me make myself aesthetically pleasing to my person as well. So I started working on my body, started going for a walk. And on day one, I tried to, I walked to the dirt road right behind my house, the next street right behind my house, and took that street over, walked around the block, and my handy dandy Samsung watch told me that that was a mile. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know I could do that. I had no idea that I had the ability to walk a mile. And so I did that for the next 6 days in a row. And then on the seventh day, I went to the block over. And that walk was a mile and a quarter. And I did that for 6 days. And then I went to the next block over, and I'm recording all of these days up until today. I haven't done my reflection videos on TikTok yet, but I did my let's go for a walk video. So for 59 days in a row, I've been walking, you know, and then I've been talking about how I feel, and I've been talking about the struggles that I have with, with food and with eating properly and everything like that. So, in that, me being transparent, um, people have said that I've been an inspiration to them. And this lady sent me this inbox on Instagram. She talked about how watching my videos held her accountable. And so my aspirations had become lofty. I had gotten up to like 4.25 miles. And I was like, man, all these people talking about how I'm such an inspiration to them. How could I potentially inspire even more people? How could I touch more fat people as a morbidly obese person? So I'm not different from you. I am you. We're in the same boat. So what can I do? How hard can I pedal? How hard can I row to get us out of this boat together? So my aspirations had became lofty. I was knocking that 4 miles out. I wasn't feeling no type of way about it. So usually on Sundays, I would take the distance a little further. So this was this Thursday. And instead of going to this next block, I went to the next block on Friday. and I, stepped it up. Then the next day I walked 5 miles. I stepped it up even further that next day. And then Sunday I walked 8 miles. Right? That was my biggest walk to date. Was 8 miles on Sunday. So then Monday, my brother came over here, and he was my walking partner on Monday. So we did a 5 mile walk on Monday, and then yesterday was a big one. I walked 10.5 miles yesterday, right? And so today I had clients early. And so my aspiration was, okay, I'm going to walk 5 miles because I still got to cut the grass today. So I'm going to get, a good 7 miles worth of, walking in, because cutting the grass is easily a 2 mile walk. And I left out this morning and I started walking, and I got maybe 2 houses down and my knee was hurting. It was like it wouldn't straighten out, or it wouldn't bend, or my right knee, it just wasn't right. So I kept walking, and I'm telling myself, okay, you just gotta get moving. You know what I mean? As your body gets moving, it'll loosen up, and you'll be able to get that 5 miles in. And it never did. And as it stands right now, it is hurting pretty bad. So I got back from my walk at like 7. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, so it's in a good deal of pain. And so those lofty aspirations that I had, I feel like I can't do them now, because I hurt myself yesterday. And I wanted to fly to New York City, and walk to Los Angeles. I wanted to walk across America to fight obesity. And I feel like I can't do it now because I hurt myself. So we'll see how it feels tomorrow or whatever, but I'm so discouraged right now. Like I'm not in a good headspace, and my leg hurts. But I still feel like I can do it. We'll see how it feels tomorrow. So the plan is September 1st to fly to New York and walk 8 hours a day, and stay at 8 hours at my current pace will net me over 20 miles a day. My current pace, 2.8 miles per hour, will put me at 22.4 miles. I know I'm not going to be able to get 22.4 every day because I got mountains and, different terrain or whatever that I got to deal with. So I was just basically trying to get myself to a point where I could walk for 8 hours. So yesterday when I left, I was like, I'm going to set my alarm for 2 hours and I'm going to walk out 2 hours and then I got to come back 2 hours. So now I got 4 hours in me. So that was what I did yesterday. And I was going to do that again today and tomorrow. And then the next day, I was going to set the alarm for 2.5 hours. So that, then I'll go from 4 hours to 5 hours. And I was just going to increase it by increments of 30 minutes so that I could get to 8 hours, probably with a week and a half to 2 weeks left in August, so that when September hit, I know I will be able to walk 8 hours. And I feel like this walk is going to inspire so many people because I'm the same as you. I'm 470 pounds. So, we'll just see how the knee feels tomorrow. But right now, it's not a good day. Not a good day. Wednesday, July 7th. So, hopefully, next week, when I talk to y'all, it'll be better. It'll be, it'll be a better report. The knee will be better, and I'll be up to, 6 hours, 5 hours of walking to try to make my goal, to meet that 8 hours. Again, not making it about the distance, but more about the time. Walking that 8 hours. So, that's day 59. See y'all next week. Love y'all.